In our previous class, we look at classification of hard drugs, and under that classification, we look at the classification based on the chemical makeup. We look at the classification based on uh, the way it is, the effect, the reaction it has, and we look at the effect. We look at the classification based on legal definitions. So, and in that previous class, I said we are going to look at effects and abuse of hard drugs in this class, and the methods of purification of hard drugs. Now, under effects and abuse, we see that these hard drugs we are talking about, they enhance the user's sight, sound, smell, and touch. Now, the effects, they cause some ecstasy, what you call ecstasy, excitement. And the effect of this ecstasy include, at times, one of the effects of abuse of hard drug is it causes euphoria. At times it causes heightened senses. At times it causes calm and relaxation. That's when somebody is over relaxed. Then at times it causes very long lasting energy. The person becomes very, very energetic. Now, at times it causes empathy for other people, and most of all, it can lower inhibitions. So, just like most of the other drugs, hard drugs always interfere with the functioning of the brain. Now, at times when the effect of this hard drug can last between 3 to 5 hours, depending on some factors. The factors are body weight, gender, amount taken, the method of administration, and at times it can last for 8 hours if the method of administration is maybe by injection, injected into the bloodstream. The effect can last for 8 hours. Now, although when a drug abuser is high, being high only lasts for some few hours, but the crash after the ecstasy can last for days. And because ecstasy is illegal, so any use of any drug to cause ecstasy is drug abuse. Now, that is what we mean by the effect. Then when there is overdose on ecstasy, it makes the person start having some kind of manifestations, e.g. seizures, foaming at the mouth, spike, in the body temperature. The body temperature will go very high. This can lead to stroke at times if care is not taken, and at times it can lead to very, very fatal heart conditions. So these are the effects these hard drugs can have. Now, when we are looking at methods of purification, the hard drugs can be purified using different methods. You have chromatography, which is a method of separating molecules based on their purity. It is normally used in pharmaceutical and food industry. Then you can purify hard drugs by filtration. That's, you can use sterile materials to filter it. Then you can purify hard drugs by extraction, e.g. solvent extraction, distillation, and sublimation. All these methods were methods you have been taught in some other courses. So that's why we are not going to details of those methods. You have been taught these methods under biotechnics. Then another method is sublimation. We have affinity chromatography, can be used to purify hard drug. You can use fractional distillation. You can use recrystallization or normal crystallization process, and of course you can use liquid extraction. Now, all these methods are often used to purify hard drugs, and this is how you know when somebody is on drug. When you take some samples and you try to carry out some analysis, you discover that when you use it can separate, you will see some separations, chromatographic separations, to show that this person, the drugs will separate from the bloodstream. So at times when you try to purify hard drug, you want to sieve out the part of it that is harmful. You can use any of this method. So there are times that these hard drugs can be purified so that what it contains that causes ecstasy, that causes those harmful effects, can be screened out of the drugs. That is what we mean by purification of hard drugs. So in the next teaching we are going to take, we are going to look at the type of forensic drug testing. How do we test? How do we know that somebody have taken hard drug? Yes, have a nice day.